Welcome to Tiny Tales Kids TV.
Welcome! Today, we're opening an interactive pop-up book set in the heart of the Whispering Woods. We're going to look at a few choices, and we want you to decide how this story should go. This is Sammy. In the complex ecosystem of the forest, Sammy has carved out a very specific role. He is the absolute fastest and most efficient gatherer in the woods. To get a sense of how he works, try to mimic him right now. Puff your cheeks out as far as they can go. Sammy spends every morning exactly like this, zooming up and down oak trees until his face looks like two furry balloons. For Sammy, success is a volume game. He measures his value by the size of his stash, defining himself entirely by how many acorns he can pull out of the forest and keep for himself. Deep in the woods, Sammy finds something he's never seen, a bush covered in glowing sunberries. They sparkle in the light and taste like a mixture of honey and actual sunshine. It's the rarest treat in the entire forest. Now, think about this newly discovered prize. If you are the only one who knew where this rare resource was hidden, what would you do next? Sammy's initial plan is social. He thinks about the community and envisions dividing the berries into equal portions for every one of his friends. But then, the math takes over. He realizes that every berry given away is a berry he doesn't have. He decides that the only way to maximize his yield is to keep every single glowing circle for himself. He makes his choice. Sammy chooses the logic of absolute ownership over the social ties of the Whispering Woods. Over the next 3 days, Sammy vanishes. He skips the morning songs and the games of tag. He spends every hour sneaking back and forth, stockpiling every berry until his tree hollow is packed to the ceiling. But sitting alone in his vault of gold, Sammy starts to feel a heavy, dull ache in his stomach. He's eaten dozens of berries, and his belly is swollen and tight. He has reached a point of diminishing returns. Without any social interaction or anyone to share the experience with, the berries lose their sweetness and leave him feeling physically sick and entirely alone. The next morning, a wave of white frost rolls through the trees. Winter has arrived a full week early, burying the forest floor under a heavy blanket of ice and snow. The standard food supply is gone in an instant. The clover is buried under ice, the wind strips the remaining seeds. There is nothing left to eat. The divide is stark. Inside his tree, Sammy is surrounded by a glowing surplus of heat and food. Outside, Bella and Benny are huddled together on frozen branches, facing a winter with no resources at all. Here is the ethical breaking point. Sammy has more than he can ever eke, and his friends have nothing. Knowing how he hoarded them, what should he do now? The environmental crisis has pushed the situation to its limit. Sammy looks at his warm pile of gold, then looks out at his freezing friends, and realizes he cannot stay behind his locked door any longer. Sammy pokes his head out of the hollow and shouts to the forest. He invites the shivering animals inside, opening his home to everyone for the very first time. As the group settles in, the concentrated glow of the berries generates a steady, pulsing heat. The frost on Bella's wings begins to melt, and the shivering in the room stops as the hollow warms up. As Sammy watches the berries light up his friends' faces, the fruit seems different than when he ate it alone. The honey flavor is sharper, and the warmth in the room is more than just a change in temperature. They start a feast, they eat, they laugh, until the stars come out. The berries finally taste like they did the very first day in the clearing. Sammy remains the fastest gatherer in the Whispering Woods, but his neighbors now know him for a different reason. He has found that a community distribution yields a much higher return than a private stash ever could.
Thanks for watching Tiny Tales Kids TV. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more.